Hey yo. Alright, I wasn't going to make this video until tomorrow, but I feel it's really important to discuss. My best friend, incredibly talented healer. Now, I'm not going to post her info, but if you want an adaptable healer that can heal just about fucking anything, just ask me. I'll give you her email. She said it was okay, but I'd love to just post it, but just ask me because she's done more for me than all of the healers I've ever seen combined. But what I want to talk to you about is the eyes. Now, I know when I was going through dark times, my eyes were very dark. And although, I was still in there with the chakra removal and shit I did with Tony Sayers, it took the light out of me. It took my essence out of me. So my eyes were kind of dark and lacking spark. And I know she told me it was hard for her to watch my videos because of that, but there was a part of me that was still there that was like, I need to continue to, make content and talk about things, and especially my experience with that. And I can see looking into this camera, since I have trouble sleeping, and lately I can't sleep until like 6 a.m. and wake up at, 5, 6 p.m. That at this point in time, I have drank some wine, and I can see in the camera that my eyes are a little darker than they have been in my previous few videos. So I want to bring attention to when you are watching a person, a spiritual guru, to watch their eyes. I know it's hard for most people that aren't completely spiritually open to understand this concept, but I felt, because in the conversation with her, I was like, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and I'm gonna make this fucking video talking about the eyes and all of that. But right now, I feel, since I'm under the influence of spirits, because I need to sleep because I need to get up earlier. But I can see that from the previous couple videos I made that my eyes are darker. Although there is spark, there's something in my eyes that isn't as light as when I was first, recovered from my chakra removal procedure, where all of the videos that I made during that, my eyes were really dark. And I always had the opinion that people that, you know, spiritual gurus that had that darkness in their eyes, or that emptiness, it was an entity or a being or a demonic presence. Whereas when it was with me, it was just the lack of life, of my light spark. But I was still there. It was just my life force was gone. And now that I'm looking and I can see my eyes after drinking some wine, I can see my eyes are darker. But I wouldn't normally admit this to just anybody. My best friend, I love you, is pretty much the only person that I've been able to talk about this with. Is I have wings. And when I was at my darkest time, being cut up and burned by entities, I sprouted wings of fire, like the phoenix. And those wings enveloped me in flame and burned out what was hurting me. Most people would say, that's insane. But it is both of our beliefs that people with etheric wings are very old souls, and I have used those wings to protect me. So they have enveloped me in an aura of flame so that entities can't get to me. But in drinking, you can see from the difference from the past couple of videos I made that my eyes are a little darker. That affects you. I'm just using it so that I can go to sleep. But spirits are named for a reason. Though I am not taken over, it has left me open for that to be able to happen if I didn't have the protection I have of my wings, which has become my way of protection. I am afraid to call on the entities or beings that one would say are my guides. I'm not all knowing. I have gone through meditations where guides were liars. So I'm not all knowing on that, but I know the beings that literally kept me alive on the brink of death, I'll trust them more than I would trust guides in a meditation, because Anubis is one of them, which in past videos I have talked about. Beings, just because they are considered to be of the darkness, aren't malevolent. Anubis would be one of those beings that most would consider being a being of the darkness, but Anubis has kept me alive, has saved my life, has kept me from crossing the gates. So he is benevolent and he has saved my life. So not all things that you would think are dark are malevolent. And I had 5 beings, and 2 of which my mind cannot comprehend who they are, which Tony Sayers said, "Oh, they're cloaked in darkness, they must be demons." That is just the way of my mind not being able to comprehend, who or what they are. So it comes across as them being cloaked. I'm just not able to understand who or what they are. 5 beings kept me alive, so they're not malevolent. But this video is about the eyes. When you are watching a spiritual page or, reader or whatever, you always watch the eyes. I know in some of the videos when I was going through some really tough shit, my eyes were pretty dark. But I was still in there. I was just held back. My best friend returned my chakras to me, which the best healer I have ever met in my life is my best friend. Last couple videos, you could see the light in my eyes. And now that I'm shooting this video right now, they're not as light because I consumed alcohol. I'm still there. This is still me. But there's still a veil that can be put over me for me to be taken over. But since I have the protection that I created, they can't. But you can see it in the eyes. I will make another video on this, but right now I'm just talking because I can see it in my own eyes that they're not as bright as they were in the past few videos that I made. So when you follow somebody, watch their eyes. Because Teal Swan, for example, you look at her, she's mesmerizing. That is not something benevolent. That is something pulling you in for something that is not good. And I don't even need to reference the documentary about her. She's not good. People will argue, "Oh, she's helped so many people." Look at her fucking eyes. They pull you in. They do something to you. So just watch the eyes of the people that you are watching, because they speak volumes. Their words don't speak as much as their eyes. All right, out of time. Love ya.